Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My soul code whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My soul code whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
The record button has been pressed.
It has been, but
Depressed.
So let's do the intro.
Let's do the intro.
All right, this is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
It sure is.
Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody.
Hey.
Ho, ho, ho.
So how's it going today?
Well,
I already know how it's going today.
today has not been the best day.
Not great.
Sad. Very sad.
A sad day.
Sad, but what's the word I'm looking for? Sad, but anyway.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
I know what
you know what
mean.
I'm trying to say?
I know the feeling. I can't describe the feeling. I mean, I could describe it in many words, but not one.
Right. What happened was my dog, Caesar, 15 years old. Today was his birthday. This morning, right before the kids were going to school, he was eating his breakfast, and all of a sudden, he, flopped over on his back. And, his legs went out, and his head went back, and he was, having a seizure. And we didn't know what to do. So, luckily, we are really good friends with his vet.
Yep.
And she was like, bring him in. So I'm just so thankful for her.
Yeah.
She was perfect.
Very kind. And, yeah.
You better believe it. I mean, I would recommend her to anybody. She's amazing. And when we got there, I mean, we knew we were preparing the kids.
Right.
I told them they didn't have to go to school today.
Yep.
So they didn't go to school. But when we got there, she let us know that there wasn't any coming back. There wasn't any coming back from that.
Right.
So we had to put him to sleep. 15 years old though. And today on his birthday.
I mean, 15 years that's a long time.
Yeah.
I remember when you got him.
I mean, we got him before we got married.
Yeah.
So the kids,
that's all they've known.
That's all they know. They've never been without him.
Right.
And Brody took it really hard.
Well, it's hard to lose a pet. That's a family
I mean,
member.
both of them took it really hard, but he's been sleeping with Brody.
Yeah.
So
they had a special
bond. Yeah.
Yep. It's very sad, but
it's just been, this week has not been the greatest. Has not been the greatest week.
It's been a weird week. I've been in a funk. Not a bad funk. I feel a little off.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just tired, and I have a lot on my mind, and I have a lot on my mind.
Yeah.
But hopefully, once winter's over, I gotta get that trip out of the way.
Yeah.
Because I'm really stressed about it.
Yeah. Tell the listeners about your trip.
Do they know? Have I not talked about it?
I don't think we've talked about it.
So, I'm going to Eastern Europe. It's a work trip, but that's what they send me on trips. I mean, not all the time. It's not like I do tons of these. But, you're lucky if you get sent on, one a year, one every year and a half or so. And this time, they're sending me to Eastern Europe. So, I have to fly by myself on 3 flights, because you can't get anywhere from Maine easily. 3 separate flights, each direction, by myself, sitting next to a stranger. I just, that whole thing. I'm excited for when I'm there.
Yeah.
But it's the getting there and the flying and all of that. I really just hate so much. I'm very anxious about it. Very, very anxious about it. Like, I don't sleep at night because of it. It's like what I think about most of the time. And it's just stressing me out. I think I've gotten more gray hairs from it. To be totally honest. Like, I think that my grays, I used to have just like a little like plume right here. And now I see them like back further. Like, there's more of them. And I think it's from this trip. But like, you can't not go on the trip because...
That's sad because this is an exciting opportunity for you.
It is. I really hate flying.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't be able to do it. Let's just be honest. I can't even go to waitress because
right.
I'm just terrified. Like,
I'm okay when I'm with somebody.
Me too. I'm fine.
And I'll be fine once I'm there. Like, I've talked to the girl because I don't know anybody else going on this trip, but there's a bunch of travel agents.
Mm-hmm. So you have a roommate.
I have a roommate. I've talked to her. She seems really cool. She's like pretty low maintenance. I'm pretty low maintenance. So it should be good. But it's just like getting there. Like, I want to have a travel partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone just, I don't know, just someone to like, I don't know. You know how
I know how it is.
It's
easier to do it with somebody else.
It really is.
Like, it's just like when you and I
takes your mind off of it.
When we went to New Orleans, we got stuck in New York.
Yes.
And if that was us by ourselves,
right?
Like,
if I get stuck by myself, that's gonna suck. That's gonna be awful. I mean, it's just gonna be awful. But hopefully that won't happen.
Right.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to Budapest, and then I'm going to make it back from Prague.
Wow.
And I'm going to see some really cool things, and I'm excited about that part.
That's really cool.
But it's stressing me out. And I've also got to figure out, like, make sure I have what I need.
Yeah.
Like, I got some new shoes.
Yeah. You got to try those out. I got to
break them in.
You got to try those out.
So, anyway. So there's that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about Caesar.
I'm sorry that you've been so upset about your trip.
I feel bad about Caesar. Like, I feel really... Because I know how hard it is to lose a pet.
It's hard.
It's devastating. I still think about my Sophie, like, all the time. Peanut.
I mean, I've been crying all day, but
yeah.
I'm, like, cried out now. So...
I will say, not to dwell on anything, but I will say that I am glad that he lived a full life.
Yes.
And... wherever he is, he's with Sydney.
You know where he is? He's with Nana. Because Nan always liked him because he was quiet.
He was quiet.
And he didn't bark.
And you know what? He can see.
So he's up with Nan.
Where he can see and he can hear and he can just be a
fully
functioning dog.
Yeah,
poor thing.
I told Kevin, I was like, oh, Nan greeted him when he came up. He was like, we just had to laugh because I remember one time he jumped right up, right next to her, right on her. And I was like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
She's not going to like that. She was like feeding him her cake, which he shouldn't.
He shouldn't have been
eating that. But
Nan. So you got to forgive Nan.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I'm glad that your family was there. And you could all kind of have some sense of closure.
Yeah.
That makes it not easier, but
it did. It made it easier.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we were all together. And the kids said the same thing. They were glad that we were all together. So
that's good.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad? I feel like this is a very depressing beginning of a show. But I'm just going to say this.
It's okay.
Excuse me. On the way here, I drove by a house.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of my family members' houses when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it is just in really bad shape now.
Oh. I hate when that happens.
They haven't lived there since the 90s.
Oh,
like the mid 90s. So I just remember it when I was a child, like in the 80s and early 90s. And it was a big old house. And you have to take care of old houses.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever ended up with the house after them just didn't put the care into it.
Yeah.
And it is nearly falling apart.
In disrepair, probably.
It has one of those big X's on the front.
Oh,
that
yep.
the city went and put around.
Oh, yep.
So it just, it makes me so sad because I think about all the like memories, and it was one of those houses where the heat vents were in the wall.
What?
It was like a big decorative grate. And if you listened, you could hear conversations from other parts of the house.
Somebody else had that.
It was
Somebody
really
else
neat.
that I knew had that. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. Like you could be.
I think I only have seen it once, though.
I mean, really old houses.
Yeah.
It was.
We have a lot of those up here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what year it was built, but it had to have been built in like 1800, mid 1800s. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was old.
Hey.
And it was kind of down towards the downtown area where all the first houses, you know how they all kind of came up.
Yeah, yeah.
The hill
Yep.
from the river. But anyway, it just makes me really sad. They always took really good care of the house, and they put love into it. And
Maybe
just to
somebody
see it,
will buy it.
That's what I hope.
And turn it around.
To be honest, I fear the day that I come up
And it's gone.
over that hill, because you see it when you come up over this particular hill, and it's not there.
Yeah.
And they'll just make it into like a parking lot because there's apartments around there.
But there's a lot of houses with those X's on that have been there for like 2 years.
I know.
And they're not doing anything to them. And it's awful because what happens is drug addicts go and live in them.
I don't even think you could get up the stairs on this. It looks like they're all caved in.
Wow.
I mean, there's like 18, 20 steps to get up to the front porch because it sits up on like a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like a slide.
Oh, no.
I think the snow caved them in.
Oh, no.
Anyway, it's really sad.
Yeah.
But that's why we got to take care of our old homes.
Yes, we do.
For those of us that live in areas that have old homes. I like to see people take care of them. And
me too.
You know, I know it's expensive.
Give them some love.
It's expensive. Like, that's why I don't live in a terribly old home.
Yeah, like this house, we're going to have to replace everything upstairs.
Because I mean, I can't afford to. The upkeep is just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that do it, I appreciate what they do.
We appreciate you.
So anyway.
So,
in happier news.
Well, I was going to say, so I go on Reddit all the time.
Yeah, I check it out sometimes.
And I subscribe to their podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Reddit podcast?
Yeah, the Reddit podcast.
No, I've never listened.
Well, no. It's not a podcast. Sorry. It's a thread. Like a...
Oh, like a podcast. Like, yeah. Okay. I get it.
I don't know what they call it, but like...
I know what you mean.
You
like
know, podcast.
Yeah, like a tag.
Right. And there was this person that was on there, and they said, I really fell in love with this podcast, but I'm falling out of love with it, and I'm sad that I'm falling out of love with it. And I was thinking, oh, there's probably people that are falling out of love with our podcast.
Probably.
And it makes me sad.
I mean,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But it started me thinking, like, and it's been a while since we've gotten stories.
Yeah. The story submissions have slowed down.
They have. We're not getting as many as we did before.
Right.
And so it just got me thinking, like, wow, things are slowing down. Like, are we heading towards an end? Like, is that awful that I'm saying this?
I don't think we are. And I think, just like life. Okay. So this is me with podcasts.
Okay.
There are some podcasts I can't get enough of.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the ones that are like 12 episodes long.
Yeah.
And they're all true crime. Like, let's just face it.
Yeah,
it's all true crime.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I really enjoy those. They keep me on the edge of my seat. I want more.
I hear you.
Then I have other podcasts that I listen to that have gone on for years.
And you're sporadic.
And it ebbs and flows.
Yep.
Like, I might miss 3 or 4 weeks, and then I'll pick it up again, and I'll be like, oh, hey, like, I've missed them.
It's just like old times.
Right. So I think that that's normal.
Okay.
Because
Well, it's like me and My Favorite Murder.
Right.
I mean, I stopped listening to them.
Right.
Because, I don't know. I just stopped listening to them.
Ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows, and now I'm listening to them again.
Right. So that's just it. And sometimes maybe on a podcast a weekly podcast that I listen to, there's a Disney one that I listen to. It's a weekly podcast. They've been doing it for 10 years.
Yep.
And I might go a few weeks without listening, and then I'll be like, oh, hey, they have a topic on that I'm really interested in, and I'll listen to it. And then it kind of gets me back in the groove. So maybe that's it.
Yeah. Maybe we just got to have topics that people are like, hey.
But not everyone's going to like the same thing. So
that's true.
I think that's okay.
That's true.
And then we have spikes.
Right.
Like Johnny Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So when everyone listens, which is great. We love that.
Right.
So I think...
I just want to be real. I'm just being real,
But I don't think that, like... I don't think that it's dropped.
No.
It hasn't really dropped. It just has kind of stalled.
Right. Yes, exactly.
It's stalled.
Yeah.
Like, let's not... That I think that's...
Let's not beat around the bush. Like...
Yeah. But let's also not... Like, I don't want people to think like, hey, you are one of the 2 listeners. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
But,
no.
like, we haven't really grown.
No.
Further.
No.
And I feel like our listeners have sent us their stories, and now here we are.
But maybe they're listening right now, and they haven't sent us their stories.
Or they have a different story.
Or they have a different
or
story.
More.
Or whatever, you know.
And they should send them to us.
They should.
At mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
That's right.
Because that's kind of that is the main what we do.
Right. Right.
So
right.
Hey.
So, and also in that same like thread that the person was talking about, like they fell
yeah.
They fell out of love, and now they're like a lot of people were like, I really loved this podcast, but then they had this banter every time before the episode, and I was just like, get to the episode. But like I feel, and maybe that's the case like in ours, I don't know, like I started thinking
we've always had that though.
But like that's like our podcast, that's like our episode,
that's like what we do.
Like,
so if you guys don't like that, tell us.
Yeah, I guess.
Or sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we've always done.
Right.
From day one. That's what we've done.
We've been upfront.
So, I mean, I can't imagine that's it. Because we don't have like a topic. No, and
the thing is,
do sometimes.
It's not like we've dropped. Like you said, it's not like we've dropped. Right. I just started thinking like,
right.
You know,
submissions have slowed.
Right. Like, how are we, like, what are we going to do to keep growing and stuff like that, like reading these things. And that's the kind of stuff I think about at night. Like, that's the kind of stuff that right before bed, I'm thinking about that kind of stuff. And I'm just like,
I'm thinking about Joey Fatone.
Oh, Joey Fatone.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean, because then you think like, I mean, right. Where do we go from here?
Do I tell you that I love you? Do.
I love you all. Yeah.
I don't know if that was the words, but those were the words.
I don't know. I only know if I'm listening to it. For sure.
And I mean, we talked about this before, but like, we're going to do this until we don't find it fun anymore.
Right.
Until we're like, we don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly.
So
hey. I mean, we're still having fun. We love the community.
Oh my gosh. I love the community.
Our friends.
There's always some awesome discussions in the group and, you know, on Twitter and all these people that we've met. It's been amazing.
I can't wait for another cruise, man.
I know.
Jeez. So, no, I hear you. And maybe people have some feedback.
That would be wonderful. We'd love to hear your feedback.
You know, just What do you think?
Yeah, just tweet it to us. You don't have to use a hashtag or anything. Just
say, hey.
Tweet it. Put it on
Facebook.
Facebook. Go on the Facebook group.
Go on Instagram.
Email. Text us.
Yeah, text us on our party line.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a party line.
No, it's not. And the number is...
I just tweeted it yesterday, so should be easy to find. So yeah, text us or call us and leave a message on our party line, which isn't really a party line.
No.
The number is 857-271-1047. Again, that's 857-271-1047. We would love to hear from you. So, any feedback, we would totally appreciate. Guess what?
What?
Guess what tomorrow is?
Oh.
Hey! Well, it's already gone by. Because this is now Monday.
Correct.
But this is Thursday.
Right.
And I just thought of that.
Yes. Tomorrow's a big day.
Big day.
Tomorrow's a big day.
Big day. I haven't seen anything on social media at all today. I have a lot of catching up to do.
I haven't seen a whole lot.
But I think I saw some chatter amongst some friends.
Yes.
About goings on and things. So I'll be really excited to see like what's up, and I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be able to enjoy some of these.
Well, that will be good.
Partake in some of the online festivities since I won't be anywhere in person.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
So hey, if you're listening right now, which you are, if you're hearing me, we're tacking this on. It's kind of out of order. This was done after this podcast episode, but we felt the need to do it.
That's right.
So here it be.
Here she be.
So we decided to hop on a call tonight. Well, Brooke was supposed to come over, but poor Sadie is sick.
She's so sick. Like, I was getting ready to go, and then she threw up again, and it was just not a good scene. So
throwing up is not fun.
No, the poor thing. She can't keep anything down.
Ugh.
This is just water. I did talk to the doctor. It's a thing going around, so they gave me some peace of mind.
Good. That's what you need. Because it's like...
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So here we are on a call.
Yeah,
on
like
Skype.
the old days.
This does feel like the olden days.
We're using our old mics.
Yeah.
So...
trusty old mics.
Yeah. Hopefully they sound okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Here's the
they
hoping.
sound okay to me.
They sound okay to me too.
So, hey.
Hey.
What's up, guys? So anyway, we did this call because we have some things to discuss that we didn't discuss.
Right.
And I don't know why we didn't. It just wasn't, I don't know, we just didn't. So here we are.
It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
Yeah. And it was a rough week, which we talked about. But like, we didn't talk about this reason why it was a rough week.
Right.
And I think that like meme that was circulating says it all.
Yes.
Like, if your wife or girlfriend
or significant other,
grew up in the 80s and 90s, check on them. We are not okay.
And we aren't okay, you guys. We're not. I'm still not okay.
It's really sad and like shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you all know, Luke Perry passed away.
Right.
And he was a huge part of our, childhood, teenagehood.
Right.
On 90210.
I had a poster of him in my room.
He was, I'm sure I had his picture in my room. I had a lot of cute boys pictures
I'm sure you did.
And he was definitely a cute boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely. So, it was really sad. I know, Nikki, you've been rewatching 90210.
Yes. Wow. But we are going to have an episode. So, you guys asked, we are definitely 100% going to have an episode.
Yeah. So. In the near future.
Yeah.
In the near future.
Yes.
And talk about him and 90210.
Right.
And, all that. So if anybody has any special stories or memories or anything that they want to share, send it on to us.
Please send them to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com. We would love to hear them.
Absolutely.
If you want to do like a special message, like we'll read it. Like Stephanie from our group.
Yes.
She wrote this like beautiful message.
Yes, she did. I saw that.
So I'm going to ask her if we can share that because that was a beautiful message.
That really was.
So
that really was very, very well written, and
very much so.
I think represented a lot of us. And
yeah.
So, something else happened.
Yes.
That we didn't get to talk about because it happened the day after.
Right. It didn't happen yet.
But now it's happened.
Right.
And I just have to say something.
Okay.
My new favorite song is The Way.
I was pretty sure it was going to be.
So when I was awake. So it was shortly after midnight, and I got on iTunes and I downloaded it, and I listened to it. And first of all, I was a little shook.
Yeah. A
little shook at some of these lyrics, and I'm like, oh,
was that what I thought it was?
They groan.
Yeah.
They groan. But it wasn't until I listened to it in my car, which I've been at my house. I haven't left until today, just because, sick kid. But I was able to get out today, and I listened to it in the car for the first time, and I was like, oh man, this song really is like the best.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so good, and I can picture a video. And it just seems like a really good song to roller skate to.
That's great.
But I was super excited about the re-release and the new songs on there, 2 of which we had already heard, but it was pretty epic.
Friday, I didn't get anything done. I didn't work on Friday.
Oh my gosh.
I did not work on Friday. It was like non-stop Friday. Non-stop.
I couldn't even imagine or think I didn't try to keep up. I knew that I'd have to catch up on social media later, which I did. I think I'm mostly caught up. I've seen like the interviews and the appearances and stuff. I think I've seen them all. I don't know. But
there might be one you're missing.
There might be, and I'm sure I'll come across it because I've been looking like crazy on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. And sorry, I'm a little bit stiffly. But no, I know, like I had notifications going off on my phone all day.
Yeah. And
I know, Nikki, you were right in the thick of it.
I was.
And we had some really good friends that were there.
Yes.
Like
it was so
live
awesome.
and in person.
I know, it was so cool.
It was neat to see things from their perspective too, just what they've shared, and hopefully we'll get some stories and maybe some special guests in the future.
Yep. We asked them to come on the podcast, so
yep.
Hopefully they will do that, and
I'm thinking they will. Maybe our next block party, hopefully.
Yeah.
If it works out timing.
Yeah. Because I want to hear all about it. So.
For real. Oh my gosh.
I wish we were there. I really do. I wish we were there, but we just couldn't swing it this time.
No, I mean, it's like we're not that far, but we're just far enough.
Right.
That it's hard to make that happen.
Right. Exactly.
For everything. Yeah. So, but we were there in spirit.
Yeah, we were. I was there all day. All I did was sit at my computer and watch and looked at social media and listened to the new album on repeat all day. So, R.I.P. work day. I had to make it up today, and I'll have to make up some tomorrow.
Well, was it worth it?
It was worth it. It was worth it.
100%.
Yep.
So, what we do for the boys in the band.
Yeah. So we just wanted to come on and really just talk about those 2 things, because they were epic things that we didn't get a chance to talk about on the last podcast, on this one that you're listening to.
But not in the last recording session.
In the last recording session, right?
Yeah.
We weren't able to do it. So, all right.
All right.
That's
That
it.
was good.
So, yeah. Oh, so we should probably say who this episode is brought to you by.
Yes. Very important. Tell us.
Yes, it is brought to you by Christina, Courtney, and Dawn.
Christina, Courtney, and Dawn.
Thank you for being Patreon peeps. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. We
Thanks.
totally appreciate it.
Yeah. So should we just get to it?
Let's hop to it.
I think that would be...
We got a couple stories.
Yeah, we do. And guess what they are?
What?
They're cruise stories.
Oh,
Because you know what? Today's, like we've talked about, has just been a day.
I want to go back.
It's been a day and...
Or like go forward.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I just want to listen to some cruise stories today. Which, if you guys have been on the cruise and you're listening and you haven't sent us a cruise story, you should.
Totally.
I know it's hard sometimes, but
typing is hard.
it is.
And I'm not saying that to be like funny. Like, it's true.
Right.
Typing can be hard, especially like after you've worked all day or, you know, whatever. I get it. But you could try to do like diction. Is that what it's called?
Dictation.
Dictation.
Yeah.
Not diction.
Jackie's done that for us.
Yeah. So you could do that.
I forgot. We actually got some new text messages. So I should probably read those. Want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first message is, "Hey girls, it's Courtney. Catching up on the podcast today. Love you both and so excited for Boston." You know what's really cool is they're going to be staying at the same hotel that we're staying at.
That's awesome.
We're staying at the Renaissance.
Yes.
For the Boston shows, we are staying at the Renaissance in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are going to be going to the Boston shows, let us know. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
That was cool. I had talked to Courtney and they were kind of between a couple different hotels.
Yeah.
And I was so pumped. They decided to stay where we're staying.
I love it.
That's
and so
nice.
did Jill and Kelly.
Oh, they're staying there too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it's going to be a big party.
That's fun.
They're going to be able to meet our other friends.
Like our real, like,
I
don't want to say real friends.
Not real friends.
Like real life friends. Like friends from like home.
Yeah, our
like
home friends.
Hometown friends.
Yeah, because like real friends, they're our real friends too.
Right, but like the people that we've known from our whole life.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah.
Darcy and Bethany.
Yep.
Steph.
Yeah. Steph.
Like,
that's right. I forgot
yeah.
Steph's going.
Yeah. I mean, we've been friends with them forever.
Forever.
They got some stories.
They sure do.
They got some stories on us.
That's what we should do. We should have Darcy and Bethany on the podcast.
Darcy won't talk.
We should make her talk.
I think we tried that once.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I think Bethany would talk.
I think Bethany would talk too.
I think Bethany would be all about...
You know who would talk?
Who?
Dawn. Bethany's friend Dawn.
Oh, yes.
She
I like
loves
her.
New kids.
Oh,
I'm going to try to get her to go on the cruise.
That would
She
be
wants
amazing.
to.
Does she really?
I think so. When I told them about this cruise for next year, not the New Kids cruise, but like the other cruise,
Mm-hmm.
Dawn's first question to Bethany was, "Wait, is this a New Kids cruise or a cruise? Because like she'd be down for a New Kids cruise."
Yeah.
So anyway, but I think that would be fun.
That would be
if
fun.
they would do it.
Yeah.
Steph would come on.
We're always looking for ideas.
Absolutely.
Oh, we have another text message, but then I have another idea.
Oh, okay.
This is from Anonymous.
Oh, hey.
Confession.
Uh-oh.
I have Boys in the Band on at work on a repeat loop. I understand you. I understand you. I totally understand you.
That's from Anonymous?
Well, nobody wrote what their name was. So.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. We had some anonymous ones.
We did.
Last time. Yeah. So those were our text messages. We love getting them.
Yeah. Send us more.
Send us more. What's the number again?
857-271-
1047.
1047. Let me just double check to make sure that's correct.
That is.
Yep.
857
271
1047.
Whoop whoop.
Call us or text message us.
Right.
So, the idea, Dawn had this idea.
Okay.
And it's a really good idea. You blockheads out there, you have husbands or significant others. Okay?
Yes.
Get them to write a story
That would be awesome.
about what they think about you. It can be like a paragraph.
That would be awesome.
When it's not an awesome idea, Dawn.
It is.
Such a good
Dawn.
idea.
She's wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
She is a wicked smart girl.
Yeah, so yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Should we get into a story?
Let's do it.
I'll read, want me to read Joy's cruise
Sure.
story?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, here we go. Hi, guys. So I went on this, my first cruise, with no expectations. I did not have many moments, but the ones I did were precious to me. This story is not amazing, like some. I think it's going to be amazing.
Joy. Let's be honest.
Ah, and if you don't use it, it's okay.
What?
Joy.
Joy, what are you talking about? We love every story.
Hey, I got my first selfie with John. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because John is like a Disney prince.
Yes, he is.
And the selfie I got with Donnie on his phone did not turn out because I was talking to him the whole time. But I got my kiss from him, so it's all good.
That's awesome.
That's amazing too.
That is awesome.
When I went to the Today Show, I had a 30-year bucket list sign, and the last one was a kiss from Johnny. He read it and told me he would give me one later that day. But I couldn't wait around for him because I had a 10-hour drive back to Ohio. So as he was taking selfies with me, I was telling him about it, and I said, "You said you would give me a kiss." He said, "I did." "Well, come here." And the next thing I knew, he came over and Donnie Wahlberg was kissing me on the cheek, and then he was gone.
That's amazing.
He took 3 pics of me that day, but the last one he took with me in it was where he was taking a selfie with someone else, and I was in the background in complete and utter awe of what had just happened.
Okay.
That's funny.
I am nervous about that.
About being in people's background
Yes.
pictures? I look for myself in all the background pictures.
If I'm staring blankly at the camera, like, because I've seen people where they get mad at, like, people in the background. And I am not intending to get in your picture. I'm just going to put
Trust
that
me.
out there right now.
I did not want to be there.
I'm not going to be like, hey, if I'm looking in the camera, it's probably because you caught me off guard. And all of a sudden I
Right.
saw a camera and I was like, hey, dear, caught in headlights. So, but I don't know where I saw it, but like these people were upset about their picture, which, I mean, if somebody's blatantly trying to get in the picture, like that's rude.
Right. But I don't think that's usually the case.
No.
I think it's usually just like the
Whoops.
picture of me in the background.
Which one?
Was it you and Donnie? And I was like trying to duck out of the way, but like
Yes.
I wasn't fully ducked.
Yes. Yes.
Like sometimes it ends up being funny.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's just what it is. Or there was that one girl that found herself in the picture.
That was amazing.
That was awesome. I'm
She was
like, oh my
like,
gosh,
hey, that's me.
Are you the one in the sunglasses? She's like, yeah.
And she was like sipping, just like I would be. I would
Yes.
be like, oh, somebody's got a camera. Hey. But the thing is, like, I was thinking about it. Like, I might be like, ooh, like smile or something. Like, because what are you going to do?
Well, when you're on
What are you going to do?
the Lido deck with like thousands of people.
Right. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Photoshop me out.
Right.
If you don't know how to Photoshop, go online and learn.
There's a YouTube video for that.
I'm sure there is.
So I think it's kind of funny, but I do look for myself in the background of pictures.
If anybody's in behind me and I get a selfie, I want you to be crazy. I want you to like make a spectacle.
Because it's fun.
Because I think it's funny. And I would love it.
And we're here for all the fun.
Yeah. And I mean, I respect those people who, whatever,
Sure.
you know,
like, I'm
maybe
not trying to like get into your pictures.
it may, you know,
but
maybe there's people that are just like waiting their turn and they're like right up on you.
right.
And you're like, dude.
Right. Or maybe you're just in the background doing this.
Or maybe you're picking your nose. Could you imagine?
Hopefully not.
Oh, could you imagine?
Knuckle deep.
Embarrassing guys. Embarrassing guys.
All right. I was on deck 10 for all the deck parties, so I never got that close, but I still had the time of my life. I actually left with my roommate when it started raining on the first night. The second night, my roommate got really sick after our concert, and I had to help her back to the room.
Oh.
She told me to go ahead, but I felt bad. I went for a little bit, but went back to check on her and just went to bed rather than trying to go back and fight the crowd. That was Blockiversary. The third night, 70s night, I decided to stay. My roommate left about 2 a.m. That's crazy. Left at 2 a.m. And it was still going.
And I was still going.
Yep. I stayed and had the best time ever.
It was those Miami Vices.
And
kisses on the lips.
Those shots were good. They were smooth. I finally put my phone down and my camera away, and I danced. Danced like no one was watching for the first time in my life.
Oh.
I didn't care, and I'm sure I looked ridiculous. But I didn't care, and I had so much fun. There was one particular woman that night that was beautiful. She would look over at me and smile an encouraging smile that said to me, "Keep doing your thing, girl."
Oh.
I never talked to her, but her smile alone gave me the permission I needed to have the time of my life. I don't know who she was, but I am so thankful for her. I found out that I could wait in a line for Donnie's after party and could possibly get in.
Ooh.
So after the deck party, I went and stood in line at the nightclub and actually got in. It was hot, sweaty, crowded, and smoky.
I was there.
I danced even more until I couldn't see because of the smoke and left feeling so happy. Then came the photo day. I wasn't even nervous. I told Danny I loved his Chester Cheetah smile. He kind of rolled his eyes, but said thank you. I lost my stuff. I think he has the best smile of all of them. Then Donnie asked if I had a selfie yet. I wish I knew how they didn't turn out well and took another one with him. But I was trying to honor the no splatting rule. LOL. I told him that I was joyful for step 2. He acted as if he knew who I was. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But he was so kind to say it was good to put a face to who he chats with on Twitter.
Oh.
That's sweet. Then Jordan. I told him that he was my teenage dream, but Donnie stole my heart. He said it was okay, but only because it was Donnie.
Jordan! Are you
Jordan.
serious?
I love him.
That was real. Jordan.
That was really sweet.
That's so sweet.
Then Joe. Oh, Joe.
Oh.
You know, I think subconsciously I must be a Joe girl. I don't know what it is about him, but I just feel the urge to rub him anytime I am near him. Poor Joe. I loved Jordan as a teen. I absolutely adore Donnie, but I would never rub them or even have the urge to rub them like I do Joe. So as I hug Joe, I tell him that I need to apologize for possibly touching him inappropriately last year at the Cincinnati show. He looked at me and said, "You touched me inappropriately?" I said, "Well, kind of like this." I freaking reached down and again rubbed his inner leg, just above the knee. What the freak is wrong with me? He laughed and said, "And yet, you were doing it again." I laughed and went straight into the best hug ever.
Oh my god.
John, sweet Jonathan. I think I told him I have a puppy named Harley. I was then ushered out. It went fast, but not nearly as fast as I was told it would go. So going into it again with no expectations was totally the key. Then a nap, and then GPS night. I took a few pics and then put it away. I danced all night, and again, if you saw me dance, you might tell me to stop. I know my kids would have, but I was loving it. Donnie had us take an end of cruise oath. I tried, but I couldn't vow those words. I was bawling like a baby at that point, with little to no sleep, being physically exhausted, and then this beautiful soul called Donnie Wahlberg speaks life and truth into you. It's more than this menopausal woman could take. I absolutely lost it. I know that right after, he made eye contact with me and just gave me that look and pounded his heart. He is amazing. After he left, I found a spot to sit and reflect as we pulled into Miami. I was tired. I was sore. I was worn down physically and emotionally. I could barely speak. I was alone, but I was happy and my heart was full.
Oh.
My takeaway is this. When they say no expectations, truly have absolutely no expectations. I only had a few moments with our boys. Others had lots more, but my few interactions were precious to me, and I am elated to have had those brief moments. I met the most amazing sisters I have ever met, and only found drama on Facebook after the cruise.
Oh.
I know it was on the ship, but it never made its way to me. I got to see so many friends that I have made through MSCW and meet so many new people that I now call friends.
I didn't see any drama afterwards. Did you?
Maybe in other groups.
Oh yeah, I don't really do anything.
I truly have never been this happy or had this much fun in my entire life. I don't know if I will ever be able to cruise again. I hope so, but the future is unclear right now. So I hold on to my moments, and just like our captain said, when I am feeling down, I close my eyes, I go right back to the boat. I hear him say, "Oh shit," and I get the biggest grin on my face, and it takes me back and lifts my spirits. I am eternally grateful that I was blessed to be a part of Cruise 10. Joy.
Oh, Joy.
Joy has some beautiful pictures.
She really does. She really does.
Oh, here we go. I couldn't get him to open, but I was doing it wrong.
I was too. I was just doing the same thing you were.
Oh, yeah. She really has some nice pictures.
Yeah, so you have to go on the website and you have to check them out because they're really good.
I remember her bucket list sign.
Yes. So cool.
Yeah.
She took a picture of our wall.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, there's that side by side of Danny and Chester. Oh, here's her plate. So cool. We love it.
We love you, Joy. Thank you for
Joy.
sharing your story.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So we have another story.
Nice. I'm excited.
And this one is from Emily, a Twix for Joey. We've had a story from her before.
Yes, we have.
And this came out of, she was talking about the sacred circle. And I was like, what's that? And she was like, oh, I'll send you a story. And I said, yes, thank you. Very excited.
Awesome.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. I made mention of the Sacred Circle on Facebook, and Nikki commented back about wanting to know more. Here's my story from Cruise 2014 Sacred Circle. Please see photos too. Okay, Cruise 2014 and the Sacred Circle. This is my memory of the Sacred Circle held on the 2014 cruise, or 2014, however you'd like to say it. The cruise was from New York City to Bermuda. I roomed with my friend Erica and ran around the boat with all my gal pals, Angel, Megan, Tina, Chris, Vanessa, and many more BHs from Michigan. Erica is actually from Washington. I love how blockheads become friends with other blockheads from different states and around the world. Ain't that the truth?
Me too.
I love
Me
saying
too.
I have friends in California. I have friends in Oregon. I have friends Oregon. Sorry, Christine. I have friends in Florida, New York.
It's awesome.
I love it. It's so much fun to say that.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia. You know who you are.
You do know who you are.
Blue
You know what
Ridge
you
Mountains. West Virginia. Wait.
did. I don't know.
No, I always sing it wrong. I can't remember how it starts. But I know it's West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Little John Denver for you. Okay. Anyway, I remember this day was the same day Danny did his beer pong game on the Lido deck because I wore my boyfriend Danny shirt from the New Kids on the Block website merch t-shirts. The session was anyone could join on the Lido deck for Danny's beer pong. He did the beer pong with contestants in basically a question and answer session. So as they played the game, he had a mic answering people's questions that raised their hand. It was pretty fun to watch. I will try to send photos. I remember Megan had saved a place for us on the Lido deck to watch the Pong action. Something happened, and Erica, Chris, and Angel and I had to go back to one of our rooms. I wish I could remember why. We jumped on the closest elevator near the Lido deck entrance, and a Rose Tour staff person asked us if we could hold the door for her so she could get on the elevator too. She was clearly on a mission to get to another floor. We made elevator talk, literally. She was friendly and said hi. Are you all having a good time? We said yes. She said, would you like a bracelet or something similar? And she whips out 4 wristbands. She said there is something special going on later. Join the line outside of the club at 5 p.m. Whoa.
Hey, I'm interested.
Yeah, we took the bracelets with gratitude and wonder. And just like that, she hopped off the elevator to the floor she needed. Us girls hurriedly put on the bracelets so we would not lose them and wondered what event would unfold. We went to our rooms and then met up with Megan on the Lido deck and quietly showed her our bracelets. She was excited for us, but she wanted one too. Unfortunately, the Rose Tours personnel only gave us bracelets for those who were present in the elevator, and we weren't sure if it would be overstepping our bounds to ask for another one or two. That's hard.
Yeah.
That is hard. Ugh, that is a hard one.
Yep.
Once Danny's game was over, we had a bit of time to make it to the secret line outside the club at 5 o'clock. Megan decided to tag along just in case they would usher in people with bracelets and see if there's room to let extra people in to join. We asked and they sternly said only those with bracelets can come in for the event. The event was actually held in the room that I call the White Room. This is right by the club, where we took the photo op. By the time we got closer to the room, we all figured it out that Donnie would be the one doing the event, none of the other guys. They ushered us in single file, and there was an open area in the middle of the room like a dance floor. The room was large, so you could tell this could be a room held for conferences, guest speakers, and even a dance floor. As we filled in, Johnny said we were to sit in a circle, and then add another ring behind that circle if we can't fit in the open space. We had about 3 rings to this circle. We were sitting like we were all about to play a huge game of Duck, Duck, Goose, sitting Indian style on the floor. Pretty funny at first, but also pretty exciting at the same time. Johnny comes in and comes to the middle of the circle and grabs a mic. We, of course, cheer up and clap and grab his hand when he walks in. He decides to sit on the floor with us in the middle and then realizes we can't see him if we're sitting on the same level. Johnny brings him a stool, and that made the experience better. Donnie began to say how much fun he was having, but wanted to spend more time with BHs. He said that this is a sacred circle, a place of trust and safety and friendship. He also explained that this was only done a couple of times before. I already knew that. The first one was done in Canada when he was filming the pilot for Blue Bloods. Then he did a follow-up one with those same people another time, if they could make it. Donnie wanted to learn more about us as individuals rather than just a face at a show or a Twitter name online. That is amazing.
Donnie's amazing.
Donnie said that he wanted to answer questions we may have. Any question, but then he realized he wanted to ask us questions. He said, how about everyone take the mic, say your name and where you're from? This took a while, which didn't give much time for a Q&A session for Donnie. As the mic was being passed, I heard many people state their name, and then Donnie would say their name back to them and say, I know your Twitter name, or he would say, I know you from the cruise last year. Some people he might not have known at the point, and he would repeat their names. Some told quick stories of how they appreciate him and the guys or appreciate the reunion, or even gave quick stories of how they became a New Kids fan. Donnie was so zoned in on each person as they had their turn passing the mic. He would smile and make little jokes, and it was just super sweet. Chris, Erica, Angel, and I were sitting in the third ring of people, and when the mic was coming closer to us, Chris tapped me on the shoulder and said, should we say something about Jackie? Our friend Jackie passed away in 2009. I leaned in and said, I want to, but I don't know if this is the right time or setting. I let her know that if she felt like she should, then it was okay with me. I decided not to. When the mic came to me, I almost dropped it, and Donnie made a joke, which I don't remember, but we all laughed. All I said was, hi, my name is Emily. Donnie repeated it back to me in a soft tone. It was like I was on cloud 9 when I heard him say my name. I had never had the chance to tell him my name before, usually because I freeze up and don't know what to say when I go to meet and greets. It was pretty awesome. I passed the mic to Angel, and Donnie repeats it back to her, but this time it sounded so much more adoringly. From that point on, we tease Angel, saying Donnie gets tunnel vision when Angel's around, with little heart eyes emojis and hearts going pop, pop, pop. Us girls still laugh about it to this day. Erica was next, and Donnie thought she said, hi, my name is America. We all corrected him, and everyone got a good chuckle. Chris was able to say her name, and I think she thanked him for all the awesome things he does. By the time we got through all the names of those sitting in the circle, Donnie let us ask a few questions, and he told one or two stories about growing up and being on set for movies and TV. One of the funniest comments he made was that the water on this cruise trip has been so rocky that he puked 3 times already on this trip. Whoa.
Bleh.
We all laughed, but we knew what he meant. Since we had never gone from New York City to Bermuda, we were all expecting the Rocky Waters together. We were all experiencing the Rocky Waters together. Oh gosh, they're rocky?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The Atlantic.
Oh no.
Rough seas.
I'm nervous now.
Why?
Because we're going out of Baltimore.
Yeah, but we're going right to the Bahamas. That's
Yikes.
further south.
Yikes.
It could be a little rocky still. You never know.
Goodness.
You never know with Mother Nature. Mother Ocean.
Mother Ocean. He let a few more tell stories, and these stories got me teary. I mean, I was pretty much crying and trying not to make weeping sounds. I was just blown away by Donnie's willingness to talk to us, blown away by awesome stories of other BHs, and also teary for some of the stories that were explaining hard times that NKOTB helped them through. I was also crying because it made me think of our friend Jackie too. By the time Johnny told us it was time to wrap up the sacred circle, we all didn't want it to end. We thanked Donnie and he got up to leave with us from the white room. Wow. Chris was lucky enough to grab one more hug from him as he was leaving. I was crying still and I wanted a hug too, but didn't get it. That's probably a good thing because I don't want Donnie to see me cry. All in all, the Sacred Circle is something I would cherish forever. I'm happy to have experienced it with Erica, Angel, and Chris. That was a bonding moment for us as friends as well. Whether or not Donnie does another Sacred Circle, it doesn't matter. What matters is Donnie takes the time to listen to our stories, thank yous, and I love yous. We know we have his attention and he takes it in just as much as we do. I hope everyone gets to experience a Sacred Circle at some point. It is special, but I know that it's kind of hard to pull off. Know that with or without a Sacred Circle, Donnie sees our tweets, sees our faces, gives us hugs and heart, and hears our stories. The Blockhead and New Kids bond is sacred enough. This bond with these 5 guys is a force to be reckoned with. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. Love, Emily.
First of all, Emily, thank you so much for sending that
Thank you.
in. That's an awesome story. And I'm really sorry about your friend Jackie.
Yeah. That's very sad.
I'm looking at these pictures. Or I'm trying to, but
I don't think I would have been able to sit cross-legged for that long.
I know I wouldn't have been able to.
I would have got a cramp.
Because you know how I know?
How's that?
If any of you have ever done the Disney Junior live on stage in Disney and you have to sit on the floor, like there's no seats, you sit with your child on the floor.
Oh man.
It's something different now, and I don't know if they have actual seats or you still just sit on the floor. But like getting up after that, no. You just can't. I couldn't. My legs fall asleep.
Wow.
Numb. Like, hips down.
Oh man.
So that would have been really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have pushed through it.
Yeah. Same. Same.
But still.
Yeah. Yeah.
So looking at the pictures. Oh yeah, okay. I was having a hard time visualizing the Sacred Circle.
Hold up. Is this really Jordan Knight or is this a Jordan Knight fake? Jordan Knight reacted to your comment. Let's see.
What comment?
Jordan Knight. Let's click on Jordan Knight. No, it's not the real Jordan Knight.
What was it on?
Oh, I made a comment on Jordan Knight's post. And like, that just makes me so mad. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Why? Why do people feel the need to
be like not real?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Like Jordan Knight period official.
Yeah.
Jordan
Knight zero official.
I don't know. I've gotten Jordan Knight official 1 started following you.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh well. They are lame.
Yep. So thank you so much for that story. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Your pictures are great. Thank you,
Yeah, they are.
Joy, and thank you, Emily. We appreciate both of you, and we appreciate you sending stories.
And if any of you guys have stories to send, mysocallwhatever@gmail.com. Send them on in. Please.
We love it.
So.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So, if you made it all the way to the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hashtag chipmunk.
Hey! Hashtag chipmunk.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.